Today it is my birthday. I turned 40. So I'm calling out everyone born in 1986 and earlier, come here. This episode is for us. Life begins at 40 because this is usually the age when subtle symptoms start to appear. Not because something is wrong, but because our biology is shifting. And for many of us, this is also the beginning of the perimenopausal stage. Because whether we feel young or already a little creaky, one thing is true. Our bodies at 40 are not the same bodies we had at 25. And that is not failure, that is normal biology. Our hormones shift, our detox pathways slow, our muscles don't recover the same, our gut changes, our brain chemistry changes. And instead of guessing, this is the decade when we finally start to watch out. I love getting older because I gain more wisdom year after year. When I was younger, if I hear something negative, I would feel hurt. I would need to explain myself. Now I just smile because not everything deserves a response, and not every opinion deserves a place in our nervous system. That's one of the best parts of turning 40. Less drama, more discernment, more peace. Even in my 20s and 30s, I already notice it. Once a month, a day or two before my period, I would have those top-up moments, crying for no reason. So if that was already happening then, of course, there's going to be more emotional and physical drama when perimenopause arrives. That's why I don't want to wait for chaos before I act. I want to stabilize my body, to protect the people around me, and yes, so my husband doesn't have to suffer, but most of all to protect myself. Because when hormones fluctuate or drop, it is not just about mood. Sleep suffers, immunity suffers, the brain suffers, the gut suffers, inflammation rises. When hormones are stable, our whole biology feels it. And there is another reason I'm paying attention now. I started my period as early as 9 years old. That means my body has had decades more hormone cycling. That someone who started later, early menarche is associated with earlier hormonal transitions for many women. So my timeline may be different, but that doesn't mean something is wrong. So turning 40 is not about panic. It's about preparation. That's why for my 40th birthday, I'm not buying myself a Louis Vuitton bag or Chanel bag. I will be investing in my own health. For years, I have been taking care of people. Now, this is the time for myself. I'm ordering a nutrigenomics DNA test. Not because something is wrong, but because this is the decade when we stop guessing and start understanding. Our genes influence how we detox hormones, how we process stress, how we respond to food, how we use vitamins, how we age. Our DNA doesn't tell us our destiny, it tells us our operating system. And on top of that, I'm also doing micronutrient testing. Micronutrient testing looks at our body's biochemical status, how well our cells are actually using vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants. Because if we are going to take supplements starting at 40, it should be done intelligently, not blindly. I don't just want to know what's low. I also want to know what's already normal so I don't overload my body with things it doesn't need. Too much of a vitamin or mineral can be just as disruptive as too little, especially during hormonal shifts. At 40, supplementation should be not about trends. It's about precision, knowing what supports energy, what supports your hormones, what supports your brain, what supports your immunity, based on real data. So this birthday, I'm not just celebrating another year. I'm giving myself genetic insight, biochemical clarity, and a smarter way to support my body as it enters this next stage of life. If you want to go deeper into this journey with me, if you want guidance, interpretation, and a personalized plan, you can book a consult at joanlu.com. If you only want the testing, DNA, micronutrients, or functional labs, you can order directly at bayareamobilediagnostics.com. And if you're looking for dietary supplements to support your body, you can find them at healthyfoods.us. Because at this stage of life, guessing is no longer good enough. For the younger generations, don't wait until 40 before you prioritize your health. Take charge now. And remember, healing starts with investigation and evidence. Happy 40th birthday to all my fellow 1986!